Welcome to the Dr. Wyatt Show, where developing a long-lasting relationship is the status symbol to achieve, and following my 6 marriage steps is a path to help get you there. I'm your host, Dr. Wyatt Fisher, a licensed psychologist specializing in marriage counseling. The Dr. Wyatt Show is listener-supported, so to help keep it on the air so couples worldwide can receive hope for their marriage, please consider becoming a monthly supporter. You can learn more by going to patreon.com/Dr. Wyatt Show. As a reminder, this is the week I'm kicking off my live call-in show. So Monday through Thursday, you can call me from 4:30 to 6 Mountain Standard Time with your marriage questions. And then I'll do my best to respond back. My number to call for this is 720-307-7347. Write it down. 720-307-7347. Tell your family and friends. Free marriage advice has arrived. Today I'm going to talk about 3 steps to meaningful versus mindless interactions. When you're with your partner, how intentional and purposeful are you with the kind of interaction you're having? If you're like most people, you're mindless. You're not thinking about the quality of the interaction. You're not thinking about what would make them feel good in the interaction. You're probably just mindless. You're probably just thinking about whatever you're doing and whatever you're thinking and whatever you're feeling. So today's episode is all about how can we transform the moments we have with our partner already into meaningful interactions instead of mindless interactions. The first step to do this is you have to learn how your partner desires love. Do you know how your partner wants love? Some people know this, some people don't. If you've been practicing the love bucket model, you should already know this. The love bucket model is covered in my book, Total Marriage Refresh, in Chapter 6. It's all about the love bucket model. And I go through the top 9 areas people usually want to feel loved in, and then I ask people to pick your top 3 of these 9. What are your top 3? And that list of 9 is not exhaustive. But you have to figure out what are the top 3 things your partner wants to feel loved and satisfied. You also have to find out what are the top behaviors your partner does not like that you do. Those are called your drainers. And so if you're filling up your partner's love bucket with these fillers, that's making the water go up. But if simultaneously you're doing drainer behaviors they don't like, guess what? Now the water's going down because drainers create a hole in the bottom of your partner's love bucket and water leaks out. So for you to become irresistible as a partner, you have to learn how to fill up your partner's love bucket by doing the things that makes them feel loved and satisfied, while you're also decreasing and eliminating the behaviors that makes them feel negative towards you. Those are the drainers. So the first step, though, is learning how your partner desires love. So my wife, for example, her 3 fillers that she wants me to do that makes her feel loved and satisfied are affection, support her interests, and adoration. Now, affection's pretty straightforward. So any kind of non-sexual touch. She really loves that. She loves to feel close and connected through non-sexual touch. So that's affection. Support my interests. That refers to me tracking her life, me asking questions, me following up on what's important to her. And when I do that, that makes her feel cared for, and that fills up her love bucket. Adoration refers to appreciation and compliments. She wants to hear me tell her why I love her, why she's important to me, what I admire about her. When she hears those kind of comments, that fills up her love bucket and makes her feel in love with me. So you have to know how your partner wants to feel loved in order to transform your interactions from mindless to meaningful. So that's step 1. Step 2 is you have to raise your awareness of your moments together. How aware are you when you're side by side with your partner, or you're in the kitchen with your partner, or you're driving somewhere with your partner, or you're watching a program with your partner? How mindful are you of this could be a moment? This could be an opportunity. This could be a time when I invest in them, when I invest in the relationship. How aware are you that all these moments you have throughout the day, these points of contact, are actually opportunities? For a lot of us, we don't think that way. because we're mindless and we're just going through our day and we're making a ham sandwich, or we're petting the cat, and we're not even thinking about, I'm with my partner right now. This is an opportunity. So that's step number 2, is you have to raise your awareness. Raise your awareness so that you become more mindful of, we're having a moment. We're together right now. I could turn this into an opportunity. You have to be thinking that way. A lot of us don't. So the more you think that way, the more you're going to leverage those moments into meaningful interactions. And that leads me to number 3. Number 3 is you want to have a mindset of, let me pour into my partner. I want to pour into my partner. Pour what? Pour water into their love bucket. So start thinking about these moments you have as opportunities to pour into their love bucket. And again, you won't know how to do that unless you know what they want in their love bucket, the things that make them feel loved and satisfied. So this happened to me a while ago. I was driving with my wife. She was driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and I was being mindless. I was just sitting there looking out the window, and we were talking just about random stuff we were looking at, nothing really important, nothing significant. And I just felt kind of tuned out from her. I didn't feel focused on her. I was not viewing it as an opportunity. I was not trying to pour into her. I was just being mindless. And then something hit me in that moment. And something told me, pour into her. This is a chance. This is an opportunity. Pour into her. And so I remember feeling that while I was in that passenger seat. And I remember turning towards her was my first step. Non-verbally, I moved my body so that my knees were angled toward her. My body was angled toward her. My head was angled toward her. So right away, non-verbally, I'm sending the message, I'm focused on you. I'm not focused on anything else right now. I'm focused on you. And then knowing that her 3 things that she loves to feel loved and satisfied are affection, support her interest, and adoration, I started providing those 3 things in the car drive. And so I reached over and I touched her leg to give her some affection. And then I started asking her questions about her life. She loves to do women's retreats. I was asking her about her women's retreats. She leads dance classes. I was asking her about her dance classes. She has a lot of friends, and so I was asking her about her friends, because I knew asking her those questions is going to make her feel loved and cared for. And then I started looking for things I could compliment her on. I started thinking about things over the last day that I appreciated that she did, that I admired. So I added in some compliments. And so by doing that, guess what she did? She started smiling. She started looking at me more. Her hand came over and touched my leg. And then she started reciprocating. And so it transformed this otherwise mindless interaction into a meaningful interaction. And it dawned on me in that moment, we have so many opportunities to pour into our partner that we miss because we're being mindless. We're not thinking about it. We're not realizing this is an opportunity right now. And so it really shows you can go to Hawaii, you can go out on special dates, and all those things are huge, right? We need to cultivate vacations. We need to cultivate date nights. All those things are very important for our relationship. However, we underestimate how much we can transform day-to-day mundane moments into meaningful interactions if we're intentional and we know what we're doing and we know how to make our partner feel loved. Start there. This upcoming week, consider all the moments you have with your partner and then intentionally try to pour into them so that you can transform those moments from mindless into meaningful. So those are the 3 steps to get there. Number 1, learn how your partner desires love. Number 2, raise awareness of your moments together. And then number 3, practice pouring into your partner. Thank you for listening to the Dr. Wyatt Show. If you enjoyed the episode, pause, click the 5 stars, and leave a review. I really appreciate the reviews. They help my podcast appear higher on search results so more couples can find them. For more marriage resources, be sure to go to my website. It's drwyattfisher.com. And if this podcast has had a positive impact on your marriage and you have fallen back in love, contact me because I would love to have you on the show so other people can hear your story and be inspired by it. My email is info@drwyattfisher.com. And remember, your marriage is alive. So if you care for it and you nurture it, it will heal and grow. But if you neglect it, it will wilt and die. The choice is up to you. Take care.